Isikhathi njengamanje u6 PM ngesonto umhla ka13 sikuvoice on the move political corner nophumlana wakashinga kanye nosibusiso wakwaSangweni Mosel Bukene zokababo Sipho Gumede uyazi ukuthi it's the time of the day where we bring you politics in your language, the politics that matter, the politics that is for you. Sipho Gumede la meeting point sibusiso Sangweni phumlana wakashinga. Welcome ladies and gentlemen kwi voice on the move with your biggest anchors eThekwini nase KZN. We bring you politics again nge weekend. Sejabula ukuba nani bafowethu baladeli. Tell your friends, tell your family that your two giants, the politics KZN, are back with another bang. Foka Sangweni.
Sanibona sibingelele namhlanje ku Sunday ntambama 2 minutes past 6 isikhathi sethu sesiphinde sahlangana saphinde safika la ekhaya. Sizoyithi nje sihlakule kancane le ndima sihambe nayo sibone ukuthi sifika kuphi. Izulu alihleke again hlezi ngiqala ngezulu kunake. No, it's for the safety of the people.
True.
Izulu alihle, keep watch mkwaqeni ngenzeka linethe nje from any time now. Abantu bethu bakwazi ukuthi baphephe. Abangekho emakhaya bangena imoto abasheshe bayogibela nikwazi ukuthi nifike ekhaya niphephile. With that being said, welcome to the show la kwi Political Corner on VM Radio. Hleli nathi ke insizwe ezimbili ezisuthayo siyasutha sensizwe ezisuthayo. Uyasibona nawe lapha ekhaya ukuthi hayi uhleli neinsizwe ezithembekile. So tonight kuningi esizobe sikuthinta ke but nje I segment yethu ye constitution is there. We'll be touching also on the Palestine-Israel genocidal war. We'll also touch on the EFF press conference kade bambiwe kulungiselelwa People's Assembly, as well as the MK press briefing nokulonjwa kwe-constitution entsha ye-MK. Finally, we are happy to see ukuthi there are movements enzekayo ngokwe-constitution ye-MK. And then on our SA constitution tonight, we'll be discussing section 28, which is children's rights. We'll have a focus on that for understanding from security of a person, of which is section 12. Fokasa sukhuluma sesizake emntwaneni sesizokhula ke manje size kumuntu omdala on other shows that are coming. Bese sithinta ke okushaya kakhulu on this week ukudlula kababa uTito Mboweni. Kube buhlungu kakhulu because it was shocking and surprising. Ubengayena umuntu olindelekile ukuthi angamane nje kuthiwa Mboweni dies at 65. Sithi tutu emndenini wakaMboweni as well. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Let's have a good one.
Yes, thank you. It's going to be an exciting one for you too. Again, condolences to the African National Congress family, the whole Tripartite Alliance, for and to all South Africans. About Tito Mboweni, our former finance minister and also a governor of the Reserve Bank.
Yes.
Before we start with our first topic or segment, Ngwane, I just want to highlight some few headlines. We might not delve deep into, but they give us insight into what is going to be coming in the future. So if you look at Times Live, namhlanje ama headlines angesonto lawa, ithi throw in your heads. Sibone laphana izithombe zikababa uSenzo Mchunu, uFikile Mbalula, uPanyaza Lusufi, uPaul Mashatile, uBabuzoli Mkhize kanye noOscar Mabuyane, as well as uBabu Gqedemantashe, as leadership race ANC is hitting up everyone, aligning themselves to take over the biggest seat, the hot seat of SA politics, the head and the presidency of the African National Congress.
Yeah.
So those are the biggest headlines. City Press, it's how Lusufi escaped censure. I mean, depending on it's called to pronounce that. Yeah, but clearly Lusufi escaped unharmed. Siyazi ubiziwe uFikile Mbalula Luthuli House to account for his authorities around the issue of GNU with government of provincial unity. Again, Kosatu's foolish flex. You must read the City Press in here with Kosatu clearly among wings are clipped. Seksele igama seksele mbala, but ipower Kosatu among wings have been clipped. Obviously, we mourn the death of Baba, former governor with Reserve Bank. So we're only checking mainly the political headlines. Tshwane mayor's bold plans. Siyazi ukuthi lapha eTshwane bekhetha imayor entsha. So
Mshika.
so ziyaduma ke. These are issues that we might be talking about them in the coming weeks that are currently making headlines njengamanje. Uthi uma uDelile Sunday Times Delile wants tourism cops. I think concerning the safety yama tourists.
Yes.
Yeah, uma efika South Africa, so ufuna kube khona tourism cops. I don't know what that means. And then iphindile GNU's whooping 600 million salary splash. For that GNU, we're looking at over $500 million just salary.
Engaye be party chini.
Sunday world ithi president bullied Similane to lie. Siyazi Minister Similane kwa justice nekinga lapha nemali yaka VBS. So ithi kuthiwa president bullied Similane to lie, which means president told Similane to lie about getting these monies from VBS.
Mucabanga, what could be the reason behind, like what could be the full story behind? We are ngathi people are getting purged here. Ngathi uyababona ukuthi abantu baboshwa kanjani.
So there could be, okay, clearly they say that the president knew about the happenings. His story goes ukuthi the president quizzed Usmelane about the VBS. So they should have gotten instruction how to deal with that.
Yeah,
in terms of rhetoric. Now the two is hitting the fan. So the things are coming out now.
Yeah.
And the presidency ordered Smelane to lie. Yeah. And I saw another shocking news. Pule Mabe, former spokesperson of the ANC, former treasurer of the ANC Youth League, has been charged with corruption. So if he was part of the ANC, this will be a time for him to step down because he's been charged with corruption.
There's no choice. Ngoba ANC ayikho choice phela.
Yeah.
Sifuna ukubona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So MPA is charged so that is all for our trending top stories. You wanna take us in to our first segment. Let's get Puzamanzi.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother? Please tell me.
Listen up, man. VM Radio has some exciting advertising opportunities designed just for your business.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
Hey. It's simple, man. Email marketing@vmradio.co.za or hello@vmradio.co.za right now, and we will help you reach your target market.
#Welcome to the future.
VM Countdown.
Can I get a countdown?
Hell yeah!
Welcome back again. Good Voice on the Move. Unathi la umfowethu Sibusiso Zangweni noPhumlani Shinga. Your anchors for Political Corner njalo ngama Sundays from 6 to 7.
Yes.
Welcome. We're happy to have you. We're delighted to have you. Tell your friends, family, post WhatsApp wako, post WhatsApp status wako, post Facebook, post TikTok. We are stola kuzona inkundla zokuxhumana ngegama elithi Voice on the Move Radio.
Download my apps.
Download all the apps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Download my apps khona uzosithola.
Yes, Facebook uzosithola Voice on the Move Radio.
Uzosithola kuMoja Cruise as well.
You see, Moja,
You must Radio Garden as well. We are there. So sikhona entweni eseduzane nawe so that you can grab us on Sunday ukwazi ukusilalela. Asingene kuyona sihlakaze le EFF ne press briefing akade bebambe. I think it was Friday.
yeah.
Mina ngokwakho Mr. Shinga. First nje before we delve into it, ngokwakho njoba kubhekwe ku People's Assembly.
Yeah.
Do you see a growth or do you see further decline? Singakakhulumi nje.
Goge EFF.
Yes.
Hey, EFF is an interesting animal. How do you judge growth and decline a party? So one, two fronts. You judge it by its electoral performance. Secondly, by their really registered membership.
Yes.
So now, clearly speaking, EFF has grown by their registered membership, at least according to their very own statistics or whatever we get from them. In 10 years, they really got over 1 million membership. You know, ANC took 100 years. so EFF did that in 10 years. Truly speaking, in terms of their membership, people who identify paying members of EFF, they've grown. But in terms of their electoral performance, they've declined, especially this time around.
Yes, they have.
They've been a party that has surpassed all known history in terms of growth in South African politics electorally until these past elections.
Yeah.
So you have those two fronts.
Hey, mina ngizwa ngidabuka yabo ngiyadabuka kakhulu because when you take a look at what has been discussed by the people on the ground, what has been said by other politicians, I think this time around Ujuju is really being tested as a leader, is really being tested with patience anayo, is tested now on emergency strategies. Afanele implement umi party ngena kulesi simo, because whether you like it or not, it is crisis into eyenzakalayo, because ngathi yebo amanye ama parties bayahamba abantu nakwamanye ama parties, but
Yes.
it's a crisis. Akekho la kusahambe khona u-deputy president.
Absolutely.
That is a crisis. Yabo. That is why sifocusa kakhulu kulento yokuthi sibheke lento ye-EFF. Abantu bangaze basho bathi laba they are against the EFF every single week. They discuss the EFF at some point. But again, it is our duty to monitor these parties and report back to abantu bethu.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gwade. I think it's an interesting case study in terms of how political parties handle a crisis. All organizations will go in one time or another under crisis. And there is study on what is called crisis management, or even what you can call change management. And in hindsight, we will be able to evaluate, has the EFF handled the departure of the deputy president, from its ranks? Have they handled that correctly or not?
We'll see.
The test is in the testing. So we will be able to analyze that at hindsight, maybe in the next 6 to 12 months, how they handle that. Yes. But so far, it seems EFF is stabilizing. You don't see any internal revolt. No one is actually from EFF is pointing fingers at Julius Malema or the top leadership. Yeah. So talk to us, Ngwane.
One of the focuses is it's leadership transition and internal democracy.
Yeah.
The assembly will also facilitate the election of new leadership through an independent electoral commission, ensuring transparency and adherence to democratic principles within the party. Malema highlighted that the current leadership's term will conclude at this assembly, with new leaders expected to implement a revised program of action for the coming years. Leadership leadership transition and internal democracy. Now, what interests me is that Mr. Malema has highlighted that the current leadership term will conclude at this assembly.
Yeah, so no, we know now that Malema is standing up for elections. What we have not seen is anyone raising their hand to challenge Mr. Malema. And if there was going to be anyone, it would have been Shibambu to challenge him. And on that press again, it was also another one-man show. We see EFF continues being a one-man show in the press briefing. The top leadership just sits there and watch Malema.
That's where my interests come from. Malema highlighted that the current leadership term will conclude at this assembly. You're interested in that leadership transition, because I don't think the guy is going anywhere. And watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said it. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here. But again, also, Wagu Shuguti, he's prepared to go to People's Assembly, Ikete, and whatever outcome, Ezo Kamugalapo, he will accept it. We all know what is a negative outcome on the presidential seat. He's going to accept it due to the constitution of the code of conduct of the EFF.
Yeah.
But when it comes to him, I don't think it will ever be acceptable. And then we go on the call for unity and vigilance. Malema urged delegates to maintain discipline and focus amid potential external scrutiny. He warned against distractions from information peddlers and spies, emphasizing the importance of unity in pursuing the AFF's core mission. Now, call for unity and vigilance. Vigilance. Mina into la ngithanda ukuthi before la ngipika khona
Yeah.
ngiyabona unity has been spoken about to us by the state, has been talked about by different parties, the ANC, the IFP. We've been talking unity ever since 1994.
True.
But vigilance le engiqala ukuyibona in a political party to hey nina. Yabo. So what is the vigilance about? No, what is it about? What is it about? Is it about the departure, or is it about spies within the party, or what is it about?
Gwadi, you'll never understand how important the question is. That's a very important question you're asking now. Very important question. And I'm happy Kamagwe. You see, politicians are paranoid. Politicians always think someone is after them. So when we talk about vigilance, they're thinking already they are sleepers. You look at EFF, I mean, at the MK, they always thought that infiltrated people are already being planted by their opposing parties, competing parties, to destabilize it. And Malema is already thinking that there are people in the party that are sleepers. They will be leaving the party. They're just waiting for the right moment to leave the party. So he's already distrusting his certain comrades. You would have remembered when the news broke, when he first called it his ground forces.
Yes.
He called them saying that, accusing certain leaders that their spouses are liking the status of Mr. Shubambo. He was distrusting anyone. He's like that obsessed dictator who thinks everyone is after them and killing the distractors and their families. We've seen these in dictatorships. Yeah. So for me, that's what it means. He's distrusting everyone. That's why he could not delegate the responsibilities of the deputy president to someone else in the interim. He said he's taking it to his own office.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
I got trust him more.
If he was at government, I would have said he's already wiretapped each and every member's phone now. So that's what it means for me. He's becoming very paranoid, like a dictator, like your likes of the former Iraqi president, the late president of Iraq, Saddam Hussein, was held by the Hague. Yeah, so he was paranoid about trusting his comrades. Yeah, that's what it means to me.
With the minutes now, man, with your time now, it's 19 minutes past 6. Ngomhla ka-13 ku-October 2024. Okunye kungi-intereste kakhulu la ilento yokuthi they want to do structural reforms. They also propose changes that would include raising branch membership requirements and transforming the AFF student command into a broader youth command to unify young people across various sectors. Now, that's another thing that interests me. The student command and indaba yamavoti kuma campuses. What Julius Malema said, in one of his interviews on Face the Nation, abantu abahambile ku-AFF are people who didn't have a home away from the ANC. So what I saw, ngipruve ngalento le. One of our ngihlala endaweni eLangeni College.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ngithe mangibuke isekhetho leadership kwagcwala umkhonto manje lapha. Kade kugcwele lokhu njana iEFF not long ago. Yabo so sekuwumkhonto ke manje. So now I think he's also worried about lento yokuthi phela uyena kade sephethe amalokhu njani.
Campuses,
yes.
Academic institutions, he was
yes.
dominating.
So now what I'm asking is that going to change? Now, njengoba now umkhonto.
Malema do feel threatened. Malema does see that he's not invincible any longer. We will see if Malema...
The guy was never invincible. He was just loud.
Yeah, we will see if Malema won't feel intimidated by the young man who's in charge of student command. We had a proposition. Don't know if you remember this. They made a proposal that they will do away with student command, if I'm not mistaken. with student command. So they made many proposals that are going to be coming up as they draw closer to People's Assembly. Isikhathi njengamanje mlaleli u-21 minutes past 6 kwi-Political Corner Voice on the Move kwi-Political Corner every Sunday from 6 kuya ku-7. Ake siphuza amanzi.
Drive on the move.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother? Please tell me.
Listen up, man. VM Radio has some exciting advertising opportunities designed just for your business.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
Hey. It's simple, man. Email marketing@vmradio.co.za or hello@vmradio.co.za right now, and we will help you reach your target market.
Hashtag welcome to the future.
Welcome to the future mlaleli we-Voice on the Move. Unophumla Shinga kanye nomfowethu usibusiso wakasangweni uMasumpuhlongwalo Khanyile. Sizokulalela ke manje sokukhuluma nangepolitiki yakho ngolimi lakho every Sundays. Sikhuluma ngepolitiki. Touches uyipolitiki. Ipolitiki affects your life, everyday life. Uvuka emini nasebusuku. Ipolitiki affects your life.
Uhamba usebenza.
Uyabona, we are all political beings whether we like it or not. Ngwane sisakhuluma ngama-pressers, ngama-press briefings. Again, EFF, actually, EMK, wengwane, had press briefing back-to-back days. On Thursday, EFF had a press briefing.
Yeah.
Joburg, members of Umkhonto Wesizwe were recruiting. They were joining the EMK party. I did not get a chance to fully invest myself on that presser, but there were recruitment drives, so there were new members joining EFF. The media did not pick up on that.
Joining MK.
Yeah, MK, yeah. The media did not carry the story. Tina was the move who are carrying the story. So people who were competent or trained competent, they are really now endorsing fully the MK part. So I know this is not the point for today's presser, but I thought let me mention that so that we don't skip close over. Tina, we do our research in the station.
Yes.
We're not poppy cops. Then on Friday, JZ had in his entire leadership. Then via umlomo ka Floyd Shibambo, enye into interesting MK. Unqamalala does not speak.
Umana deploy Floyd.
He comes at the end as Mdomdala as Osain.
Yeah.
What has been said, and he's not even scripted. Mdomdala, you know, Ubaba John Hlope does not hawk the spotlight. They don't seem EFF does not seem to be threatened by the young Floyd Tinigo Shivambo. Yeah, EMK. Oh Lord.
Yeah, but ngikutshelela ngathi abantu be-EFF bazothi i-target. Phumi kwenda.
Siqala ukukhuluma ngayo. So abantu EMK leadership does not seem to be threatened. Even the Secretary General wakhona not threatened by its platform given by Shibambo. We know that politicians want to be at the front of the camera and the microphones when there's media. But MK seems to hold a discipline. I'll say, we've entrusted this individual with this responsibility. Let this person carry this responsibility. Main focus on Nikulele, because you'll come through one. Main focus was the constitution of the MK. We've been waiting for it. We've been asking, what's their guiding document? What guide them to take certain decisions and don't take other decisions? Finally, now we have way forward. They even have a code of conduct.
Yeah.
Or a disciplinary code of conduct, if I may put it like that, MK as the appendix. So what is your take? What are your thoughts, your views that now they are finally becoming like other parties in terms of stability?
No, what I'm interested in kakhulu yabo was the fact that bazokwazi ukusebenza manje as a political party. And those who were asking questions, who didn't become members of the MK, just because of Ilokunjan, just because of the finding documents such as the constitution and the registries and letterheads and whatnot, all of the legalities. Abantu abanye didn't trust a party that has a president who is so-called controversial all the time, enga hold or accountable by any document. So, establish a constitution to me by the MK was a critical move needed to happen. And I think that recruitment drive enye yezinto eziyiphushile ukuthi be motivated ukuthi now when someone says waphela ungakhohlwa khona abantu khona ama voters angewona ama members of any party akodwa afuna kuba ama members eparty thizeni but due to certain reasons uyabo so lezi mhlambe zitshela ukuthi abuyelani kulabo bathi phela sina constitution but it's constitution ya on the constitution nina join the MK party so I think it had an impact based on that. For me it's a positive move. There is no black party that I would ever dispute due to the fact that you can go anywhere usho noma yini oyithandayo. The land issue is still an issue, a big issue, and the land issue is the main issue, is the main elephant in the room because I think it's now becoming one of the last things to be said and spoken of uguma conferences and what country we do need those conferences ukuthi the normal people on the ground akukiwe Moses Mapita kungena amandiya kungena amazulu kungena belungu and let us talk about these things face to face. Let us raise hands and express ourselves in front of each other so that sizodlula kulento singeke sivalele ogogo athi
freedom chat
yabona umlungu ugogo nendiya lithi yabona lento le nomlungu athi yabo so angeke iziphele lento sayibona ukuthi bayazama abantu lama 2000 ukutransact but the land issue is the main thing that makes me understand ukuthi khona MK khona EFF khona ANC khona AZAPO khona PAC because wherever you go into these constitutions alama parties similarity is the land question. Yabo maybe there yabona into engayibona is that when you are a ruling party you have to rule in a democratic format. So if you rule in a democratic format awukwazi ungena kwi-rebel reformation of things. You can't be ibizwa ngani le ipolice kababa le bidume kakhulu. You can't be radical.
Oh. RT forces.
Yes, you can't be radical or rule out democratically. So you need other parties that will shout at you while you are ruling democratically that this needs to be achieved.
Yeah.
So establish kwama parties are strong njengalawa kumina ku rights kakhulu nokuthi ke singabi ne-official opposition party yabantu abayi-minority. How does that happen?
Oh yes,
it's a big miscalculation.
Yes.
It's a mathematical issue leyo nto because i-minority yona efanele iyavota isekugcineni as bewuba manje bawuba 7-8% manje but 22% kuma lokhu njani. That is confusing. That means the strategies, the marketing strategies abanawo nezinto abayikhulumayo benze njani bona bafocusa ekuthenini bahlokoloze abantu while they've worked on the issues abathi abanye abantu abasebenzi kuzona bese beyaprove abe-DA ukuthi we do it thina laba they talk bese abantu beyabathemba. That's why beku-22% but I don't understand ukuthi kanjani beku-22%. So let's go back to i-MK party ekade ihleli ke isithulela ka la into ekuthiwa i-constitution ekade siyichaza manje ukuthi hayi iyasithokozisa ukuthi isikhona ekhulumisa abantu i-dual membership.
Yeah. Yazi ukuthi you remember ukuthi ubaba mayifuna MK was still part of the ANC. And one of the questions akhwizwa ngayo ubaba unobhala we-MK SABC was ukuthi do you allow dual membership? Just before Baba was expelled. And shame, I felt sorry. That interview was so tough for Unobala, Udokotela Unobala, MK. And so now that you raise this, I wonder if MK, if Umbimbulabo, no ATM, or what is so-called the left forces,
yes,
succeed, will they be open to a form of a dual membership in the same case it happens within the ANC and SACP?
A notable feature of the constitution is its allowance for dual membership in strategic cases. Inverted commas. This provision aims to attract a broader base of support while maintaining party integrity. Manjela uthini la uthi ku dual membership bazokwenza njani? Bazoba nombimbi nabo njenge ANC.
I mean, I'm still going to invest time in because
no ucabanga nje ungaze ujule kuyona.
Yeah.
Ungaze ujule kuyona. Umucabanga wena. are they going to create other alliances? If they are going to create other alliances, which are the possible ones and how? Bazothatha oSamu, kunoKhosathu. Are they going to do that? Do you think?
Okay, so I doubt there seems to be animosity to all the current existing ANC allies. However, there's one you're not mentioning. Ihlangano kaMathenjwa le egqoka ugreen nayo njenge MK zokukhalaza lelo ekhumule yona ibandla eAmericana yona nabantu abafaka iAmericana massacre.
Ucabanga bazobombembe? Do you think are they going to go for political parties ukuthi babe umbimbi nawo njengoba kulento dual membership, or are they going to go for future strategic political parties like ANC and SACP? I think SACP njengoba iparty ANC ilinde ukuthi iphathe izwe eliku communist format iwumphako.
Yeah. So my take one is that MK want to swallow other parties. If we listen closely to what he thinking, the most now influential person, he says ukuthi it's pointless, and this is Zuma's philosophy. This one, we are subdued as black people because we've been divided.
Yeah.
We have these small black parties.
Yeah.
They make noise, but they're small. They have no significance.
Yes.
Which is my amalgamate. I'm seeing Zuma as taking ATM. I see Zuma taking all these other left-leaning parties and giving them roles. Zuma has been strategic in being able to place people so that they eat.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing him in a future EFF where he consolidates.
Future of MK.
Which MK? I need to go and sleep. Consolidate all these parties. And the only alliance he will have is with the trade unions. Like Lena ngikhuluma ngayo akekho igama layo manje kaMathunjwa. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna tell you now what it is. There's the alliance is gonna have strategic alliances. Kuzoba khona lokhuzani AMCU. Yeah, is mine. Just like ANC, COSATU as an alliance. That's the only alliance we're gonna have. Is gonna be with the Workers' Front, not with another political party. Yeah, straight. It's Kajika Manje. It's 25 to 7. Good Voice of the Move Radio. Unophumla Nshinga unoSibusiso Sangweni every Sunday from 6 to 7. Voice on the Move political.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother? Please tell me.
Listen up, man. VM Radio has some exciting advertising opportunities designed just for your business.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
Hey. It's simple, man. Email marketing@vmradio.co.za or hello@vmradio.co.za right now, and we will help you reach your target market.
Hashtag welcome to the future.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother? Please tell me.
Listen up, man. VM Radio has some exciting advertising opportunities designed just for your business.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
Hey. It's simple, man. Email marketing@vmradio.co.za or hello@vmradio.co.za right now, and we will help you reach your target market.
Hashtag welcome to the future.
Drive on the move.
Mlaleli, welcome back kwi Voice on the Move. Unophumla Kashinga, unoSibusiso wakwaSangweni, bringing you your politics that touches you. We are concerned really about things that touches you as a citizen, as a South African, as a Durbanite, as a KZNian. We made a promise and we are keeping it. We are bringing you every week a touch in your very own constitution, a current document that gives you the rights in this country, that makes sure you are protected, you are valued, you are recognized as a human being. Njengamanje, we're going to look at constitution yethu, section 28. Lapho kwane esicathulisa khona as abahlali basemzansi delving deep in things that touches us, especially around children. So I'm going to give it to Ungwane to take us through what one uthini section 28 ngane asinandaba thina sirelaxele kumnandi ingane uyifaka isibhaqo uyibeke emgaqweni iqonde
yabona nanzo
straight and
nanzo
narrow.
le engiphathisa ngekhanda leyo ukuthi ingane ifakwe isibhaqo indaba njalo when we talk about children's rights and ngiyayithanda leyo ukuthi sifocuse on into ethinta umuntu isikakhulukazi le eyokuqala sa discuss section 12 of which is freedom to security of a person. Yabo, the reason why I touched on that ngathinta leya part yokuthi abantu should learn to understand ukuthi whether you are employed, the message I was sending ukuthi whether you are employed by a person or not, employment does not overrule humanity. You become a human being first and then you become an employee. So umuntu mekuqashile fanele acabange njengomuntu kuqala.
Yes.
And then bese azokucabanga njengomsebenzi.
Yes.
You understand? To consider ama human rights.
Humanity first.
Yes. You want to take drive leyo ukuthi uconsider ukuthi you are not better than anyone. Yabo. You just have your own path that ohamba kuyona and other people are moving towards their own path. They have their own dividends of the world, the same as you. You might get to your big house, your cars, your anything that is an asset of high value. That is your goal. You have knocked the door down and you came in and you did your business. But abanye abantu shouldn't be considered less just because they have knocked their doors down. It was your time. So in the Constitution is to keep people in balance and understanding ukuthi before I become a person on a motor, I become a person J first.
Yeah. No, one, yes, I know, as we delve deep, just to help abalaleli, siku section 28 we-constitution yethu, ekhuluma about children. It's every child has the right, one, to a name and a nationality from birth.
Chidima, angithi ubonile.
Read it by mate.
Angithi ubonile uChidima ingena la. Abazali bakhe bayizibile le.
Mawona inkinga ofuna into ofuna ukuyazi phatha amakhandlela amabili namanzi no 200 rand yokusangweni uyakwazi ukufuna into ukuze ubone into oyicabanga. B, children have a right to family care and parental care.
Yes.
Or to appropriate alternative care when removed from the family environment. Children have a right.
You mustn't get it.
Okay.
Lega family care.
Okay.
Most children, including me, I grew up at extended family format.
Okay.
I never had my family.
All right.
It's mom, dad, my siblings. So many children do not have families. Many children do not have families. Mom, dad, my siblings.
Absolutely.
That's my family.
Yeah.
You understand? They don't have that. And this right, yaga family care, abantu to break this right every single God-given day.
Yeah.
Because you find people beqabana emakhaya beqabanela izinto unnecessary. And then ingane ibona family care ingane nenze njani? Decline. The environment yengane ibukeka negative. Ezinye ingane zizesaba ukubuya esikoleni nje ngoba zibalekela ingxabano esuka endlini. Abantu who are stressed by their financial issues kwenzakalani ku family care. I-right yabantwana, i-right yomntwana useyinyathelile. Awamaningi ama-rights abantwana. Ilezi zinto ezisimple ukuthi umntwana mconsider ukuthi uwumuntu onengqondo ocabangayo kusasa wena ozomdinga uma usuguga. And that is what has been happening in most families. Khona abantu abakhule bekhethwa emakhaya. Yabo? I-family care ayikho. Bakhule bekhethwa nje umuntu wena ogqilazwayo, umunye uhleli kusofa uyirelaxele. Yabo wena uyokha amanzi, wena ocleanayo, wena kwi-family care leyo nto leyo. Makhona umuntu ozenzayo lezo zinto, ingane ayifane nezinye ingane ekhaya. Ingane ayinikezwe uthando as much as ungayizali kodwa ayithandi nayo phela ukuthi ayikho eduze kababa wayo noma wayo vele. So ingane azinikezwe lento ka family care. Ungatsheli ingane ukuthi uma wakho nobaba wakho balaphi kwenzakalani ngabo kwasha kwacima. When I raise the child ukuthi ikwazi ukuba i-investment ezo-returna into positive because leyo nto positive returna kuwena. So i-family care is a very crucial right for umntwana because ngingena kuyona nje because it's a right to me that is still being abused. Yeah, but to me, directing, yeah,
Yes.
because you've got families breaking up, you've got families not being families. No matter what you do, you cannot choose blood. You can't choose blood. One day, uyabuyela emndenini, uyaya khona, and it's sad to see families ukuthi babuyelana when one is gone. That is a very sad thing that we have turned into a norm as abantu abamnyama. So family care is very crucial to umntwana. Mina sengisho labantu abakhula nathi ngiyababona oma nogogo labantu ababesibhaxabula ngenduku it's fine. Sikhulile siyamadoda siqinile siyazi induku inesisana. But family care is a crucial right for a child bafethu. Family care I practice every day. Ingane ayinikezwe ilungelo layo lokuba iphathi yomndeni ofudumele, ingane ayilingane nabanye abantwana ekhaya.
Yazi ukuthi umuntu ebalekile because I think also the travesty of our nation in South Africa is that the colonial and apartheid government, especially the colonial one, before we go to apartheid, was to actually break the family unit of a black household. And it disenfranchised children where they'll grow up in a household where there is no father. What sometimes set us apart with other families of different racial groupings is that we were probably the sole families that were disintegrated. Actually, everywhere in the country, I mean in the world, where black families are concerned, our fathers were chartered slaves, and that still haunts us today. We still find it normal that families cannot live together because it's about bread. What are other families? You can see the sacrifices of that they must do to be together.
Yes.
They'll go hungry as long as they are together.
As long as they are together.
We believe it's justified to be away from a family because of money. You know, daddy is getting the pig and the bacon. So you are raising a valid point.
Yes,
we need to relook at how our family values and what it means to live as a family for raising children.
For raising children, for the sake of children is important.
Yeah.
We go on basic needs. Children are entitled to basic nutrition. Bazali. Basic nutrition into ufunakala kumntwana is shelter, is a right to a child, basic healthcare services and social services. Okuchaza ukuthi kubalekile ukuthi umzali umgadi womntwana umnikeze i-right yokuthi umntwana uyadla ilungelo lomntwana ukudla.
Yeah.
Umntwana akangancisha ukudla. Kuzona zonke izinto nombani. Akekho umuntu odeserve uncisha ukudla.
Yeah.
Kufana nokuthi ukhipha ufish emanzini. Uyabo?
True.
Fana ukuthi manje phela nisuthi. Yabo kade nihambile esesontweni nidla amakeke nezonke. Kodwa at the end of the day mangathiwa ngiyakuthatha ngiyakulambisa for 3 days uzobona ukuthi ngichaza ukuthini mangithi kufana nokuthi ukhipha ufish emanzini. Uyambulala umuntu uma umncisha ukudla. You are a murderer. Ufanele wazi nje ukuthi the minute umuntu umbona ukuthi ulambile umncisha ukudla uyamcisha lo muntu. So for children it's not only about just food, it's about food that will raise them well.
Yazi while ukhuluma indaba yokudla, there is a conference coming up. I think it's led by Professor Twilima Donsela. It talks about one of the constitutional rights now is free from hunger. Freedom not to be hungry. This is coming up. Because if you see, when you talk about rights, someone must be a beneficiary and someone must be the provider of that rights, custodian of that rights. And it's an interesting thing. I'm hoping, especially this section, because you see, we're not talking about the whole section. We just touch a specific one. Because I'm happy that because we're going to dive dark there. So I know we're going to come back and deal with different.
We're going to come back. So logo so gemlish and until kungena kubantu bethu ukuthi
and it's an important one when we talk about hunger and the evil of how evil it is for people to go hungry. We should not have people go to hungry. Our United Nations goals, sustainability development goals for 2030 is to have a hunger-free society. And the question that is facing us, because I want us to move on to the next segment, the question facing us is what role are we playing as churches, as communities, as organizations, civil organizations, in achieving the United Nations Global Sustainability Goals to stop hunger?
There's less. There's less kakhulu due to that. You find abantu behleli kuma restaurants. Ngitshele lawo wafika wahlala khona ku restaurant wabona culture whereby people pack their food just because sebesuthi and then bayonikela ngakho kunombane abamfica emgwaqeni. That is not what people do. Of which is what people should be doing. Ukudla kuyangena emgqomeni every single day. But abantu bakhona balambile, abantwana bakhona balambile. Asesho ukuthi abantu ababa ama charity cases. But what I'm saying is that if you know ukuthi there is someone elsewhere ongekho right, especially onabantwana, ungaphushi kakhulu ukuthi wawungekho kwenziwa labantwana kwasho kwacima. Pusha kakhulu ukuthi are the children surviving in a better form than of slavery, in a better form than of hunger, in a better form than of ukuyinikela bayodayisa ngomzimba bebancane. Because now the trend esingenile ukuthi ingane ziphume umuntu ahamba esikoleni ayitholele umuntu wakhe nje omdala ozo sustaina lento yemali.
Lifestyle,
Even ingane zabafana sezinikela ngelokhu njani ngo-chocolate box kubantu abangcono abanemali abathanda ukuthinta u-chocolate box. So that is a very big concern, a very big problem, due to the fact that ezinye zalezi ingane do not only depend on this for ilokhu njani for food. Ingane ine-stress ekhaya, kwenzeka yonke lento le, izilala nomuntu omdala, izodinga ukuthi ithathe some sort of a drug. So uzophuza incika sicomplain thina kanti asazi what the story behind pushing the child ukuthi izenze leyo nto leyo. So it is crucial futhi ukuthi i-right yomntwana yokwazeka ukuthi unjani empilweni ipracticewe abantu abadala bonke nje in general. You say a child inobuso obudonsekile obude ungazi ukwenze njani, buza ingane ukuthi kwenze njani, yabo. Faka i-advice emntwaneni, musu ukuthi awungeni wena ngoba say-advisor yakho masihlangana nayo isesimeni esifanayo. And also consider basic health care for abantwana. Basic health care ubaluleke kakhulu. Sengisho ke manje kubantu who attend their war rooms, people who organize mass programs. Abantu abakujwayele ukuthi uma wenza program as an NPO, wenza program as a war room structure, wenza program as a counselor, include a clinic every time. Because you'll find children there, you'll find abantu abadala there. A clinic must always be there ukucheck abantu abakhona kuleyo ndawo, get statistics and critical cases they might encounter lapho. Iyasiza kakhulu leyo nto leyo. So umntwana kubalekile ukuthi ahamba yogoma, umntwana kubalekile ukuthi abe neshalofu lemithi. Ishalofu lemithi engathengwa. Thatha umntwana umyise eclinic. Uzobona ishalofu lemithi lizogcwala. Yabo.
Isikhathi njengamanje ishumi imzuzu ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa Sunday. Voice of the Move nophulwana kwaShinga kanye nomfowethu uza kwethu my co-host my co-partner my partner in crime usibusiso kwaSangweni. Silethele political corner.
Drive on the move. Love Express.
Welcome back to Voice of the Move. We're going to the last segment njengamanje. We're going international. Mozo mkelene zomnandi on the background. Nobabo sepogumete. What is the meeting point?
Uthanda lo mkhanane.
Lo mkenezo usho kamnandi man. Usho kamnandi mkenezo man. Yazi ukumuze never man.
Never.
Kumuze ijazz lami lakudala. So sibheka isegment yokugcina njengamanje. We look at international events taking place njengamanje. One of the major one is the issue of Palestine. We'll keep talking about this issue now and again until change happens.
Yes.
In the same way, I listened on my way back here. There was a press briefing SACP. Maybe so touch base next week.
Yes.
Because we don't have much time. SACP has a press briefing. Secretary General of SACP was speaking, saying that they're still in solidarity with people of Palestine under the apartheid regime, Israel and genocide. And also they stand in solidarity with people of the Sub-Sahara under the regime in Morocco. So, and the people of Eswatini who continue being killed, who are fighting for democracy. So
Hey,
he was mentioning many organizations that is standing in solidarity with as SACP. However, look at people of Palestine. You know, there is just so much. Israel is bombing people in Lebanon, in Iraq, in Gaza,
Syria,
in Syria,
in Yemen.
in Yemen, you name it. And people are saying we're in the brink of another World War III. So there are about phony Israel is not even complying with the conventions that have been agreed on in the United Nations to cease this genocide. They continue the bombing. And people saying, no, if Hamas did not attack Israel on the 7th of October 2023,
What I tell people about that, to go before the
Yes.
7th. Go before the 7th of October. Yabona ukuba yakhiwa ngibhomu eRivonia. Ngaba sikho la. Yabona le nto le ngaba sikho la. So at some point abantu abafunde understand ukuthi this is not about Christianity. It is not about
Religion.
Yes, not about religion, this issue. It's about people who were found living their own lives with their own ways. And now bazo imposwa ngani ngale democratic system vele bona ababengayazi futhi impilo iqhubeka behlalele. It's like ungene kaZulu uzo keep our customary laws. Yabo?
Yeah.
Ucanga sokwenzana. SiyamaZulu ngoba phela sokushaya.
Yeah.
You will fight.
Yeah.
Yabo?
True. People must know that Palestine and Israel, or rather at least Palestine, has been on a war of resistance.
Yes.
They've not been the ones who are instigators. They've been resisting this invasion and thuggery and criminality against the state of Israel. So it's been a war of resistance. So 7 October was not a beginning, was a continuation, part of the war in self-determination, in self-preservation, in self-protecting, asserting yourself as as human beings, rightfully so, as a God-given right by the Creator Himself. So about must stop thinking that 7th was an aggression by Hamas, but was a continuation of the war of resistance.
Yes.
And pity, when there's such wars, kids die, women die, elderly die, because we are resisting. Unlike Israel, where they've always been the instigators and the attackers of people of Palestine.
Yes.
And they detain kids, rape kids, who are not
Part of
fighters.
this. Yes.
Yeah, they detain kids. How to detain 8-year-olds, children, raping children, maiming and disembowering children?
Now the problem is that bayazibona ukuthi they are a so-called chosen nation, right? But thina siyazi ukuthi when you delve into history, abantu bangathi bangazwana nalento history. When you go back into history, you find the Nubians as the Israelites. You find the Nubians as
black.
as the Egyptians.
Black against
Sudanese. It's Nubians. They're as black as they come.
yeah.
Sudanese people. That's how far Egypt stretches. When you go back in the times of the greatness times of the Nile, people lived off that river from Ethiopia to Lokunjana to Egypt. But Egypt stretched from Sudan and to the now known regions of Egypt and Morocco and all of that.
Yeah.
It was a great space filled with people of African descent. Now, labelunga sebakhiwe manje in the 40s nje.
48.
Balethwa laphayana and ubani lo mlungu onemali kakhulu lo kade uvelile washo ukuthi we created those people. And my question about Israel ukuthi the history that we've been taught is was Hitler wrong? Akengibhekise kuwena. When it comes to Jews and what you call genocide, yama Jews, was Hitler wrong or right? Umabona, they can do this.
You see,
I'm trying to find balance.
Yeah.
I'm not against Israel or whatnot, but the people complained and they even moved back to the Palestinian land when Hitler killed them. You understand? When he kept them in concentration camps. So they are bombing people, burning them alive, raping people, throwing kids off buildings. They are having a feast of true murder.
Sure, I'm with you.
If you are killing people that are not fighters, you are doing something that is wrong. And we find that manje sebengene proxy radius of a war. Now they are facing Hezbollah, one. Hamas kade bayiqala. They are facing a Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the Jihad group. They are facing a Popular Mobilization Forces, the PMF, to Iraq. They are facing the Houthis of Yemen. They are facing the Kurdish forces, but a Quds force, my babies.
Yeah.
So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fronts being fought by Israel. Now, the advantage on these on keeping power on these wars, they have a backing the United States armory provision.
You asked me a question. It's kind of 3 minutes before 7. We're running off.
Yes.
If I believe Hitler was right. So Hitler did what is called a Holocaust. Killing of Jews. And I can tell you, as a moral society, at least that's how we thrive, Hitler was wrong. Hitler was wrong. Hitler had an agenda of creating a superior race. Hitler accused Jews of this and that. His accusations could have been right, could have been wrong. But his actions to killing people, children, women, were not correct. No one should condone what Hitler did. In the same vein, we are able now to stand on moral high ground and say what the Israelis are doing is wrong. Because we condemn Hitler, we condemn apartheid, South Africa, we condemn slavery by the United States, and the British. We condemn Israel equally. Israel is the modern day Hitler.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yes.
He has killed more Palestinians than Hitler killed Jews.
Yeah.
They've done more harm to their society than Hitler ever did.
Yeah.
Hitler focused on people. They are even destroying the land, So, same evil for me. They belong together in terms of the evil deeds.
Yeah.
But we condemn evil in all its forms and where it rears its ugly head.
Ngiyajabula ukuthola such a response. Isikhathi sethu manje sine minute nje elilodwa sisele nani. Esingathanda ukudlulisa kakhulu ngalesi sikhathi. Mina nje ngakudlulisa manje it's the importance of what we've been talking about. Asithande nabantwana. Sibakhulisa abantwana sikhumbule ukuthi by the time they get to their 20s njengoba nawe kade ufika khona kuzobe kuyibona abazobe beqala bekusiza. So ungayitholi usususa isibusiso eduze kwakho. Asinakelele abantwana sibathanda sibasondeze eduze, sibavikele, sibakhulise, sibafundise. Ngiyaphuma kanjalo ngithi nje peace, nisale kahle.
That's been our show, folks. Sibayengwane, you heard the last word. Well said. I don't want to add anything from there. Pumela Shingano Sibuso Sangweni. Until we meet again next week on Saturday, tell your friends to stay tuned on this dial, Voice of the Move Radio, Political Corner. Kama socials, you'll find us. If you missed this session, you'll find us on YouTube. It's going to be posted. We are currently live on YouTube. Voice of the Move Corner, Political Corner.
On Facebook.
Yes. Pumela Shinga, Baba Gandalo, Nozenand. Peace out.